Hey up everyone, welcome to the video. Tonight I'll be reviewing the match that just finished between Parramatta and Manly Warringah at Bankwest Stadium there, round 11 of the 2021 Telstra Premiership. Both sides coming into this game after victories last week. So let's get into the action. It started in the 8th minute. Brad Parker scores for Manly and that try is converted by Reuben Garrick, makes it 6-0. And then in the 13th minute, one of the only highlights in the entire game for Parramatta, Isaiah Papali'i, he runs at the line, he does this wonderful offload where he kind of turns and spins at the same time, gives the ball to Clint Gutherson, he goes over for a try, and it looked like Parramatta were getting back into the game. But then in the 24th minute, Carl Lawton, who's on debut for Manly Warringah, he scores. And then this is probably one of the turning moments of the game in my personal opinion. So in the 29th minute, Carl Lawton gets sin binned, and for the next 10 minutes, Parramatta, we did naught with the ball. We didn't score a single point. We didn't ask any questions of the Manly defence, and we wasted that 10 minutes. In the 39th minute, Brad Parker gets his second try of the game, and as usual, what happens with Brad Arthur coach teams, we seem to concede tries right before half time, and that was the case again. So a bit of a hammer blow there going into half time. The score was 16 points to 6, not over by any means, but Parramatta really had to come out with something in the second half if they were going to get anything out of this game. And in the 47th minute, Reuben Garrick scores a try, and he misses the conversion. Well, he missed the conversion just before half time, but he kicked the conversion, so that made it 22 points to 6. And then after that, there's not really much to talk about what happened on the field. There wasn't really that much action. It was more of a sin bin-a-thon, you could see, the last 20 to 25 minutes. Regan Campbell-Gillard, he was sin bin in the 57th minute. Jake Trbojevic, he was sin bin in the 60th minute. And Wonga Blake was sent to the sin bin in the 72nd minute, which I'm pretty sure a lot of Parramatta fans would have been cheering about. We'll get to Wonga Blake a little bit later. The second half for Parramatta was just, they did naught with the ball. They did some weird plays. Mitchell Moses dropped the ball 2 or 3 times in good position, or he didn't do really much with the ball at all. And it was a case. It was kind of like the St George game where we were trying too hard. We were trying to force our hand, and we were not trying to build pressure. We weren't trying to get back into the contest. We were trying to maybe looking to score off every play. And then right before full time, Tom Trbojevic scores, and then Reuben Garrick kicks that. So final score is 28 points to 6. Talking about Wonga Blake, I've never been a fan of Wonga Blake. Even when he was playing for Penrith, I didn't think that he was out special, and he hasn't had too many games that have been good in the Parramatta shade. I think his best game for us was that victory over Penrith last year. I thought he played well, but ever since then it's been pretty much all downhill. His defence is shocking. All the opposition sides know that. Last year we saw on numerous occasions that sides would go to his side of the field and they'd score routine tries week in, week out. Is it any wonder that in round 1 we were down 16-0 against Brisbane? Our defence was horrible. Wonga Blake goes off with an injury. We ended up coming back into that game and winning, and then he was out for pretty much up until last week against New Zealand, and all of a sudden our defence looked way better with Maratna Niakara there. And then last week with Wonga Blake coming back, you can see that there was some concerning moments there. 11 missed tackles last week against New Zealand, and today he had an absolute Barry Crocker, you can see. He gave away 4 penalties, sin bins. He dropped the ball a couple of times and he missed 6 tackles. And 3 or 4 of the tries that Manly scored were on his side of the field. The good thing about this loss today, you can see for Parramatta, is that Wonga Blake won't be there. I think next week Maratna Niakara is coming back, and Wonga Blake's been put on reports. And the thing with Wonga Blake is that this might be one of his final games in a Parramatta shirt, because Niakara did such a good job in the centres before Wonga Blake when he was not there, and now that he's come back, you can see that the defence is going back to the way it was at the back end of 2020. But the thing with Brad Arthur is that he's loyal to his players, and I've seen this in the past with other players that haven't performed. Brad Arthur keeps picking them because he's not a Craig Bellamy or a Michael Maguire that will drop players for one bad or 2-3 bad games. He'll persevere with them. So hopefully this is the last time we see Wonga Blake in a Parramatta shirt for a while. I myself won't be losing any sleep over it. Some of the best performers for us today, the way Mene, Clint Gutherson, he run the most meters, he got over 200. He scored that try, but he also did some daft things, especially towards the back end of the game there. I think they tackled, tried a nothing kick. Isaiah Papali'i played alright. Nathan Brown run over 150 metres, but for Parramatta it was similar to the St George game. As I said, we didn't show up, we didn't play well, we weren't prepared to get into the contest, we were poor in defence, the attitude wasn't there, and we have to sort it out for next week against South, because once again South have been belted and they're going to be wanting to go out and prove a point. But anyway, that's my review of the Parramatta v Manly game, where Manly won 28 points to 6. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know your thoughts about the game in the comment section below. And my next video will be the round 12 NRL tips. I'll do that video tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, this is Rugby League History getting out of here, and I'll catch us all later in the next video. Alright, tatty bye now.